Welcome back inside Moby Arena. After a road trip that was quite productive, Colorado State Volleyball finds himself owning a 4-game winning streak. Lots to talk about. I'm Matt Wozniak. He's Tom Hilbert. Let's get right to it. Before we go to Tallahassee, a sweep over the rivals at UNC. Now, that was a squad that had a lot of returners, some potent, experienced offensive players, a great coaching staff, and a solid defense, yet you got the sweep. What worked?
Well, we kept to our game plan, didn't give them very many points. We're starting to serve and pass better, and we put a lot of service pressure on them in our gym. So I think that really made a difference. They have a young lady named Lockie who's a very good player, and we were able to hold her to lower numbers, and that made a big difference.
Yep, and Colorado State left Moby Arena for the first time this season, going out to Tallahassee to take on the 15th-ranked Florida State Seminoles in their home tournament. It started out with a victory over TCU. That one wasn't quite as easy as UNC or the rest of the weekend. You challenged your team. What did you tell them, and what did you want to see?
I just told them I wanted to see how tough they were mentally after we lost two, and we gave one away again in the second set against TCU. And we did that against Duke twice. And I just said, hey, let's see how mentally tough you are. We got to win this thing in 5. You got to play solid for 3 straight sets. Well, they played solid for 9 straight sets, and it was a great answer of the bell to my team.
And then finally, they end up facing the number 15 team in the country, Florida State, on their own gym. And I think to the surprise of a lot of people watching, this time it was the Rams outside that dominated. Jasmine Hanna, Brianna Reynolds, each with 15 kills, each with just 1 error, each hitting over 450. You had to wait for that explosion from your outside offensive attack, and boy, did it show.
It showed up great. They were in rhythm with Katie. They were attacking the ball high. Katie was locating it where they could take advantage of the outside blockers. And they really just got after it and put Florida State back on their heels from the get-go of the match. And I was really pleased with her outside hitting. It was great. And Sonia Cheesemick started out very poorly with getting blocked 5 times or something like that. It was really a high number. But then she bounces back in the second half of the second set and the third set. She's great. So I just thought it was a great competitive effort and a grind for our team.
Do you feel that this is maybe the glimpse of the potential of your team, that this is when they can function at this level, they can just use this as a springboard?
Well, you want them to use it as a springboard. You want them to draw from that, but to expect our outside hitters to have that kind of match every night, it's not going to happen like that every night, but at least it gives them something that they can draw from and go, hey, this is how it felt to play that way. I got to get to that point again.
Yeah, Colorado State also honored with some individual performances. You mentioned Kirstie Hillier. She was named the Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week. However, before you think everything is all sunshine and rainbows, injuries continue to plague the team. You were without Alexandra Paletto, Cheese, Mitch Nicholson. We can go down the injury list right now. Hillier left the match. What can you give us as an update perhaps on her status?
Well, she'll see the doctor tomorrow. We don't really know, and it doesn't look great, but I don't think she's out for the year. But I bet it's a significant number of weeks.
Okay, not interested in playing doctor here, but that is a storyline, especially when you have a Mountain West Player of the Week who may not be available for big matches this week. All right, we look ahead to this weekend. You've got a tournament here. You're bringing in the number 16th ranked team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. But before that, you host Ball State. So what can we expect from your squad on Friday as we get into Ag Day?
Well, we got to have 2 great matches on that day. Ball State, we can't overlook Ball State. Certainly. They were a lower RPI last year. They've gotten better. We're watching them on film. We're preparing for them just like any other match. And then we come out and we'll have to play Michigan Friday night at 6 o'clock. And, you can't overlook anybody, because if we start thinking about Michigan, we may have a bad match against Ball State and they can beat us. So we got to go play Ball State first, then we play Michigan, then we play Idaho State on Sunday, and try to learn from each one of those.
Yep, a Volleyball-a-Palooza here at Moby Arena, as you've got a match 10 o'clock. Again, Idaho State's going to be playing Michigan. High noon, a businessman special on Friday, Colorado State versus Ball State. Then at 6 p.m., we start for the Orange Out and the big Ag Day celebrations. We want a big crowd Friday night.
We certainly do, and I think there are a lot of people who have claimed tickets already. It's an Orange Out. You're going to see 2 great teams, number 25 and number 16 in the country. It's going to be a fun volleyball match. If you like volleyball, I'd come out.
Yep, and don't forget they wrap it up on Sunday at noon. Well, we're going to wrap it up right here. Remind you to get your tickets at csurams.com for an outstanding weekend of volleyball here. Colorado State riding that 4-game winning streak. Look to keep the momentum rolling. Coach, thanks for your time.
You bet.
See you next week here on Ram Vision.